There's always going to be somebody faster than somebody, or like there's always somebody faster than what cars I got. But if I'm having fun and I know, like me and James, I, I mean me and JT Toad, sorry, me and Toad, we build cars and we can buy the same car and build them pretty much almost alike.
It will
It
never
comes
be the
down to
same.
the driver, and it always comes down to the vehicle and how you built it.
I can say
Because
this from Forza. Me and Zach do not drive the same. When we are like really going at it in races, we will be neck and neck and doing the exact same motions, but we cannot drive each other's cars for the life of us. I cannot,
nope,
for the life of me, drive Zach's car without
control.
wanting to slam my head into a wall after I crash into a wall. I cannot
Yep.
control how little
Because
traction he has.
I know how to control it. And as well as sometimes it's it's more about skill. Like sometimes in some races we might be neck and neck, and then some races I'm just gone, or some races he's just gone, or I spin out and he's just gone. I got to play catch up, and even then I probably won't catch up. Like in Forza, that's a whole different story, and we'll stream that later, and we'll show the differences between us and the similarities. Because when it comes to drag cars, I build my drag cars to a T, and I like to use the original motors. I built those motherfuckers out. Not trying to downplay Toad or anything, because he's learning and he's really good at tuning as well, and he's grasping it, and I love that. I've just spent so many hours and probably an extra year on the game than he did, so I had to
Yeah,
grasp a lot of knowledge. And quite literally, I would spend 2 hours just on one car or two cars,
and
and then put the simulators together. And I
but
mean
and
hook and book.
yeah. Another big
But
thing though is like you said,
he's
you
learning.
like to use the original motors. That's
He likes
something
to
that
engine swap.
we're different on. Yeah, I will pretty regularly go, okay, I can have this much power tuning this engine, which is perfectly fine. But for me personally, I prefer to engine swap to get starting off high end power, even if I can't upgrade much beyond that. I can work my magic to get it to how I want it to feel. So I almost always engine swap, which is something Zach doesn't do.
Yep.
Another
I
big
don't
thing,
engine. I normally don't engine swap.
another big thing, and I know I haven't done it much on these streams, but trust me, it's going to start happening probably tomorrow actually. But I've the reason why it hasn't been happening on these streams very much is just because I've been trying to keep them
Over your
entertaining.
second tune, that's because I don't know what downforce and all that shit is.
I've been trying to keep
Downforce plays a big
the
role in traction and cornering,
yeah.
and speed plays a big part in the car. The way the car weight transfers, the way the car nosedives, the way the car gets on the brakes.
It
Downforce is
definitely
a
affects.
lot.
Yeah, downforce definitely affects as well, though. If you're planning on taking this car to races, how well you're going to be able to control your vehicle at high speed.
Not only that, but you might lose like a couple mile an hour just because you got downforce. But keeping that downforce will allow your car to stick to the ground and stay planted, and you'll be able to take a turn better if you have more downforce rather than if you didn't have any downforce at all. If you didn't have any at all, you might either come up off the ground, or your car might go faster in a straight line. But if you have to take the corner at a next turn and you're going like 150 mile an hour, for us it's mile per hour, for you it might be kilometers. I don't know. Sorry.
Hmm.
You want to be able to slow down your car, have the weight transfer to the front of the wheels, but not all of it, just enough to slightly accelerate through the corner, and then as soon as you get into that straightaway area, floor it immediately. The car without downforce might not be able to do that. So they have to slow down a lot faster just to be able to take that corner. Downforce plays a big role. So does suspension. Everything in your car, down to the T. That's why I like cars, because you're always learning. Nobody is a master at. There's no such thing as being like, I
Right.
guess you can say, the best of cars. Like, oh my gosh, this person knows every single fucking thing about a car. Everybody in the car world learns something new, whether they want to admit it or not. That's just how it goes. And he said a
Which
pure
for
speed. He said, so I need a good balance of pure speed and good downforce. So you need what it seems like what you want is a track car or a what I call time attack or time trial car. See how I did your BMW when you're on stream? Um, I you were on stream and you changed so little subtle parts, and I had you change so little things on it, and it made a huge difference. Now it's up to you to use those parts to the best of their ability and see how the car likes it, see how it doesn't like it, and change up some things. Granted, I could take your car and I could tune it to my best ability and tune it to how I would drive it, and it'd probably be 10 times better for you because I'm not trying to downplay anybody again, but nor will I ever downplay anybody, but I could probably tune it better than you could in a way. Granted, we drive different. I drive a little more aggressive with my cars, and I also use a race line very well, and I use a race line really good. Um, Also, it's different. Like I see the way you drive. You like to stay on the gas when you go on corners. So I could play a little role in keeping more downforce towards the rear tires and keep a little more weight in the back. Or I can move it to a little more the front so that way you slow down. He said, "Oh boy, believe me, I drive aggressive." Oh, I know. I've seen your vid. I've watched you. I watched your stream.
it was hard on the car.
That BMW was going crazy. That's why I was like, dude, that thing is very time attack. Now I kind of want to build one just to see how I can compare it to mine and see what I can do better for yours.
Real quick before you continue though,
Go
a
ahead.
niche that I found very early on that I'm really good at and love doing. Like, Zach can spend hours upon hours tuning just a couple gears, not even the full gearbox in his car. And I can
And
do
it'll
that
make
too,
such a fucking difference.
but I can tell you the same hyperfixation he has on that is the exact same I have in customizing my liveries. I have, especially on Forza, I have spent literally entire playtimes just like doing custom liveries based off of reference photos, and I
Yep.
love
He will
doing
go
it.
in there and customize a car like almost 1 to 1, but put his offset to it.
Yes.
Because my thing that's bread and butter is tuning cars and suspension, tweaking them, putting them pretty much how I would want them or how I want somebody to want them. His is paintwork and liveries, creating them. This car, I'm
I've
going
even
to,
demonstrated to Zach a few times, and you remember vividly, like some colors that like are really flashy, really aggressive.
especially that Porsche. Oh
That
my gosh,
oh yeah,
that
that
Mustang too that you did,
yeah
the white and blue one.
yeah. It was blue with silver accents and white to complement it to have like a shading effect. And while the colors in most scenarios shouldn't blend, like that one's not a great example what I'm about to say, just because those blend really well.
Because it was
But
weird.
like I used a lot of reds, a lot of very aggressive colors, while also blending with darker colors and more neutral colors. Blends that most people wouldn't find would work, or even Zach a couple times was like, "What the fuck?" when looking at it. But it works because I take great pride and spend a lot of time in blending the colors to make when I'm making liveries and like different like
This car
looks
right
for
now is hard.
cars. I'm
Sorry.
trying. You're fine. I'm trying to literally make a car have its own personal being, kind of, if that makes sense.
Same when I tune. That's quite literally the exact same when I tune. I quite literally make the car offset. So I'm going to recamber this car. I need to Steering angle needs to go up. I can tell you that was off. Stiffness in the front was okay.
And the entire time while I'm doing the live reads, and I'm sure Zach gets this too, I'm talking to myself as if I'm talking to the car like it's my child, and if I screw something up,
Yep.
I'm like, why are you rejecting me right now?
We do the exact same thing. I'm like, damn it. Because when I was trying to do a no prep mid 800 horsepower build on my Mustang, how many times did I redo that thing?
Who knows?
I've probably redone it when you were on the game with me. It was like at least 5 to 6 times. I even tried starting in second. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try second gear, try aggressive street tire, because it said no drag tires. So I said, okay, street tire. Couldn't get the damn thing. I was like, okay, let me retry something else. Let me lower the gear ratio. Maybe put a bigger cam in it, take off the turbo. That way it has more power up top. Did that. Finally got closer and closer. And then, unfortunately, this fucking sucks, but I missed drag week on Forza by a day because I was at work. Let me tell you how shitty I was. Hell, I wasn't gonna win, but I was so intrigued, and I was like, dude, because they hold events apparently on Forza, like people Facebook groups and all that. Like you can win money and everything, which is cool. But for the first time, I wanted to go. I did a cash days. Yeah, I did a cash days in Forza, and I brought when Zubat Blizz, if you ever watch our stream or if I ever do hop back on Forza, which I probably will at some point, I have a Porsche. Is my Turbo S, my white one with the neon wheels. White Turbo S. It is insane, but I just detuned it. So that way I can turn it up later in case somebody's faster than me. And I can be like, okay, I figured out you're faster than me. I see your nails. Hold on, you bad boys. Give me just a second.
You need to see the
Inspo? Tell her to come here.
Liv! Come here!
Sorry. Give me just a second. But I build cars too. I try my best. Like this car. And I think I kind of saw it.
The habit of using my body, of getting the body kits before I do the mods, but I just
Look, I can hold a drift sideways just by even using the brake. Okay, okay. Holy fuck. Damn, you even got the ghost to a T. Holy shit. Oh, with the glitter. Okay, now that's crazy. So, how much you charging? Okay. You said 60, right? Not 160? Make sure I wasn't tweaking. Hey.
Why?
Hey. Oh, yeah.
This is Zach, Dad,
Like that.
everyone.
I do too. Alright, this is my room. I just moved. So. Quite literally, like, what? What's today? What is today? 14th? I moved 4 days ago. Did I? GT? 4 days?
I just got it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 days, but I haven't been in my own room for about 3 days.
It's freezing.
Oh, I know.
Okay, thank you.
But, Blizz, if you look, it's not the fact that you said you're drifting. It's not the fact that you're too slow. Look, I'm slow and I'm still holding this car sideways. I warm you up. You can come here. Can I take you home? I can take you home. It'll be like, it's only a 5-10 minute drive. But, yeah, Blizz, you can quite literally be